Hey guys, welcome back to the Multimax channel. In our last video, we have seen Kubernetes and how it helps manage containers in a powerful and scalable way. So we have already done a separate video showing how to set up Zen server, Zen center and create virtual machines. If you haven't seen that yet, go and check it out and I will leave the link in the description. So in this video, we are not going to repeat the installation steps. Instead, we will explain why we use those tools and how they help us build a Kubernetes cluster. Okay, let's discuss one by one so that way you can understand what exactly they do. Let's start with Zen server. So Zen server is a tool that let us create and run virtual machines on a real computer, kind of like running many small computers inside one big computer. It also helps to share computers hardware like CPU, RAM and storage with multiple virtual machines. So that way we don't need many physical computers to set up a Kubernetes cluster. Now let's talk about Zen Center. So Zen Center is a control plane or dashboard that helps us manage Zen server easily using a graphical interface. With Zen Center we can create or delete virtual machines. Also assign CPU, RAM and storage to each VM. To start, stop or reboot VMs with one click. So Zen Center makes setting up and managing everything much fast and simple, especially if you are not comfortable with command line tools. So finally, let's understand what a virtual machine is. So a virtual machine is like a computer inside your computer. It works just like a normal PC, but it runs in a window or background using your system resource. In our Kubernetes setup, each VM will act as node, either a master node or a worker node. So this way we can create a full Kubernetes cluster with multiple nodes, but they are all running in one mission. So we no need to buy a extra hardware. Now that we have understood the tools, right? Let's begin setting up our Kubernetes cluster. So first we will start with the master node, then move on to the worker nodes. So let's get started. Now if you look at my system, I have already created two virtual machines. One is set up of my master and other as the worker node. So in my master, I have already configured SSH access. So I can connect to it remotely using its IP address, which is this. So let's go ahead and connect to it. So first open the command prompt and make sure it should be run as administrator. So which is like this. We have to connect the my master using this command ssh my master using IP address 192.168.1.10. And if this is your first time connecting, it may ask you confirm the connection. So just type as and press enter. And it also asks your password for the my master node VM. Enter your password. Yes. If you see, my master node is ready for the Kubernetes setup. So we will go step by step by using these following commands. So first we have disable swap memory by using these commands. So copy these commands and paste them into my master node. So actually these commands doesn't work well with the swap memory. So we turn it off and make sure it stays off even after reboot. So it asks password. Please enter your my master password. Okay, alright. Now we have to enable the kernel modules by using this command. So copy this and paste them into my master node. So this command actually load kernel modules needed for networking and containers to work properly in Kubernetes. Now copy this command and paste them into my master node. So this command actually sets the network parameters Then it applies the essential network settings so Kubernetes can handle pod communication smoothly. Now copy next command and paste them into my master node. So this command actually verifies Kubernetes networking modules and parameters. So it also helps us to check required networking modules and kernel settings were active or not for Kubernetes to work properly. Now copy this command and paste them into my master. So this command actually install container runtime, which is for Kubernetes needs a container runtime to run containers. So we are downloading and installing a container in a lightweight and efficient container runtime. So it got error. So which is okay. We have not installed the kernel, so we have to install that first. So first update the system sudo apt update. Sorry, sudo apt update. So it updating. Let's wait for a few minutes. So after finish, we have to install curl. So command is sudo apt install curl -y. So it's installing. Now again copy this command, then run. So it should be running. If curl is not installed in your system, so please install first that. Now copy this command. So this command actually set up container services, which we can download the service file for containers. So we can manage it like a regular system service, and we can move it into correct directory for system. Now copy this command, paste them into my master node. So this command actually setting up the container by creating its config file. So then we can return on a setting so Kubernetes can manage containers properly using these system tools. Now copy this command. So this command actually start and enable the containers, which means we can start the container services and enable it to run automatically when the system boots. Now copy this command and paste them into my master. Enter. So this command actually download a tool called runc, and that helps to run containers. Also we can install it to the system. We can use it to start and manage containers. Now copy next command. So this command actually download the CNI plugins, which means it helps Kubernetes connect containers to the network. So we can extract them into the right folder. So Kubernetes can use them to manage networking. Now copy this command. Please enter VM password. So this command actually update our system and install tools needed to download Kubernetes package securely, and source to install components like kubeadm, kubelet, and kubectl later. Now go to next command. Copy this. So this command actually install basic versions of Kubernetes tools, which is kubelet, kubeadm, and kubectl. Then we look their versions to prevent them from being automatically updated by the system. Okay, now completed. Now we have to check their versions by using this command. So these are the versions we have installed for this. Now copy this command. So this command actually set up a k8s tool which is used to talk containers runtime. So this command tells us to connect which container which we are using to run containers. Now copy this command. So this command actually starts with Kubernetes master setup using kubeadm on our VM, which name is my master, right? So at that time we have to set up same IP address and define our network range so pods can talk to each other. So after completing this command, it also gives a join command with a token, which is this. So now copy this and save it somewhere safe because we will need it to add worker nodes later. Now copy this command. So this command actually create a hidden folder to store Kubernetes configuration for user. Also, we have to copy the admin config file and give permissions. So we can run kubelet commands without sudo. Enter VM password. Overwrite yes. Now take another command. Copy. So this command actually installing a Calico, which is a tool that handles networking between pods in Kubernetes. Also, it downloads and applies the Calico operator to set up the pod network. Now copy this command. So this command actually download a file that contains custom Calico settings for our Kubernetes cluster. Also, it helps us to configure the Calico network to match our cluster setup. Now copy this command. So actually it creates a custom Calico settings to our Kubernetes cluster. Also, it completes the Calico network setup so pods can communicate with each other. And that's it. So your Kubernetes master node is now fully set up and ready to manage your cluster. Now we will connect the worker node using this join command, which is this. So first we connect to the worker node using SSH, just like we did within the master node. Okay. First connect SSH. Worker node 1. Thread of 192.168.1.15. Okay, enter your password. Okay, we have connected to the worker node. So now repeat the same base step. So now we repeat the same base setup that we did on the master node, from disabling swap to installing Kubernetes tools, which is disabling swap to up to configure k8s. Follow the steps up to here. Once those steps are complete, your worker node is ready to join the cluster. Now we run the join command provided by the master node, which is this. Copy this, paste it in worker node. So this command connects the worker to the Kubernetes cluster securely using a token and certificate hash. Let's wait some time. It's running. So the worker node has successfully joined the Kubernetes cluster using the joining command. So to confirm this, switch to the master node and run kubectl get nodes. Now copy this command. if you see, the worker nodes should appear in the list in master node. Both are in ready status, must be. And that's it. Our worker node is successfully joined to the Kubernetes cluster and ready to run applications. So if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.